Hi, YouTube family. Well, let's see, where do I start? Yesterday was a crazy day. My mom wasn't feeling good. About 2 days ago, I took her to the hospital and they wanted to keep her and just do some tests. Then, um, work was kind of stressful, couldn't get my loans done. And then my mom calls me because she's ready to come home after 2 days to say, well, they want to do some kind of procedure. So, I just called the nurse and I was like, we're not going to do that. I need for you to give me the test results um, and have her discharge papers ready. So, listen, because I'm going someplace with this. So, that particular day, early in the morning, I had took off and went to San Diego to go and get my um, blood test results. Um, Without my hubby, against his will, because from San Diego to Riverside, it's pretty far, but I was determined to go by myself because we had so much to do and I didn't want to burden him. So I called him on my way and said, hey, I'm on my way to San Diego, and that's that. And he said, okay. So got back, had my mom's drama, got to the hospital, pick up my mom, and they were making all kind of excuses and didn't want to discharge her. So I had to get really just indignant. Then I lost it on them and told them to get the charge nurse or the supervisor because, I said, tell them you got an irate person because I want to get out of here with my mom and we're not doing a procedure. And I lost it on my hubby too. Yeah, this is like real stuff. So, um, at the end of the day, I was standing in the hospital and I said, okay, I don't think there's any way that I could be pregnant unless it's God's miracle with all the drama that I went through today. And that was my stance on everything. And then I went to bed. Before I went to bed, I apologized to my hubby because I was really ugly, just like ugly, you know. And I said, no, I'm going to apologize. So I apologized and then I prayed. And I said, God, just give me one little baby. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I told him what the desire of my heart was that I wanted, and, try that, and just thanked him for everything, the regular stuff that we do. And then I got up the next morning and my phone rang early. Even though I took off to San Diego and tried to get there early, I still made it late, and they couldn't pick up my blood until like the next day. I guess somewhere or the other they got it to the lab. They must have gotten it there that day instead of next day, because my doctor wasn't due to come in until today anyway, and he wanted to tell me, I think. So the nurse was real tripped. She was just real chipper. And I think I was bracing myself. I was like, okay, she's too chipper. It's getting on my nerves. Just kind of, just kind of like, okay, go on, tell me. Just like, hey, Kristen. I'm like, hey. And I'm like, okay. So I said, well, how are you doing? She says, fine. Doctor wants to talk to you. So I said, okay, fine. So he says, hey, how you doing, Kristen? I said, fine, how are you doing? He said, oh, I'm fine, but congratulations, you're pregnant and with twins. And I couldn't believe it because I've been trying for so long, and I had braced myself for the worst. And my mom said, I told you were pregnant. And my hubby got all teary-eyed and he cried, and I was numb. I took so long to do the video, but if I could pick up the phone and call everybody here that I'm talking to right now. I would have called all of you and said, guys, guess what? You know, and I'm speechless. You know, God is just awesome. You're begging him while you're doing this thing, and he knows what time to do it. He knows what time to make it possible. And then when he does show up, he just shows out. He goes over and above. My beta is 2,431, my first beta. So I told my doctor, I was like, that must be triplets, right? And he's like, well, twins for sure. So tomorrow I go. I'll let you know what my second beta is. And I am without words. I could, listen, the 2 weeks that I waited, you guys helped me so much. If I asked you questions by email, you answered, and everybody was pleasant and helpful and welcoming, and Morning Glory and Nikki Proverbs and Robinique, and I'm so grateful that you guys, we can embrace each other and keep each other strong when things get really crazy. And I know they're going to do lots of eggs for your retrieval, Morning Glory. And I know everything's going to turn out okay, Nikki Proverbs. And Robinique, I know you got your stuff already down packed, so I'm not really worried about what's going on with you. I just pray for healthy babies and a happy pregnancy for you. I pray for the best for everybody. And I'll keep you updated, and God did it. Have the faith of a mustard seed. Just a mustard seed, and it's just that little. And if it's that little and it could still happen, that means God is just awesome. You just have to have faith in him. Love you guys. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow.